Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this presentation. Today, we'll talk about the new investment opportunity in Austin. It's a land development deal, and it's a 21-acre parcel. Okay, let's get started. A quick disclaimer. This information is confidential and authorized for use only by a limited number of accredited, sophisticated investors with existing relationship with the managers as defined by SEC guidelines. This material shall be used only for review purposes. No warranties or representations of any kind are made in reference to the accuracy of the content. All the estimates, projections are subject to change. Nothing in this document is intended to be or should be construed as investment advice. Every potential investor should do their own due diligence, including seeking their own tax and legal advice with regard to any investment documents. This material does not constitute an offer or a solicitation to purchase securities. An offer can only be made by the PPM. This document is an informational summary of prospective investment opportunity only. All right, that's today's agenda. Quick executive summary for the project. Well, we are very excited that we have this 21 acres of land under contract in Austin. These tracts are located 22 minutes from Austin downtown, and they're about 20 minutes from the Tesla Gigafactory. Our plan is to get entitlement done to be able to build 300 to 350 unit Class A multifamily. They are being purchased at a very attractive basis, and we feel our numbers and projections are on the conservative side. The property details, it's a 21.27 acre parcel. The address is 10611 Thaxton Road. We are buying it for $3.3 million. That's about $3.50 per square foot. It's in South Austin in Travis County. After entitlement, we are projecting that we should be able to sell this land for $7 million or higher. The minimum investment for this project is $75,000. The average annualized return projected is 30%, and pref return is 10%. Equity multiple is 1.6x. We are projecting a 2-year hold. We'd like to share some of our success stories just to give a glimpse of what we have been able to achieve in the last few months. So this is a property, Carriage Place in Houston, that we bought in March of 2020 for $21 million, and we sold it in May of 2022 for $31 million. Our investors had 120% return or 2.2x equity multiple. We held the property for only 25 months and the return was over 60%, and the projected rate was 18, but we delivered much higher returns than that. Another success story is Miramar Apartments in Houston. We bought it in October of 2020 for $10 million, and we sold it in February of 2022 for $14 million. Our investors had a 75% return or 1.7x equity multiple, and we held the property for 17 months. Actual average return was 53%, whereas our projection was only 19%. So again, we delivered much higher returns than our projections. Rajiv, can you talk about Casa Verde?
This is an asset that we bought right after Harvey in 2017. Our acquisition price was $26 million. We sold it for $35.5 million in the month of June in 2021. The invested returns were about 170%, 2.7x, and the period we held it for was 45 months. The actual AAR was about 45%, projected was 20%.
Awesome. These are some of our projects that we currently own and are working in the Austin MSA. So we bought 6.6 acres in Kyle, and the plan is to build 136 units, Class A multifamily, plus a small retail pad site. Currently, we are in the design and permitting stage on that project, and we are projecting to break ground in December or January. in the next 3 to 4 months. Other projects, we have 150 acres in Pflugerville, and the plan is to get mixed use zoning for single family, multifamily, built to rent and retail. Currently, we are working on getting the entitlement done. Another project is 10 acres in Georgetown. Our plan is to build 85 units built to rent community, and currently we are getting the entitlement done. We all know Austin is one of the best markets in the country to invest and to live. So from 2010 to 2018, Austin grew by 26% to reach nearly 2.2 million people, whereas Texas grew by 14% and United States as a whole grew by 6%, according to the Austin Chamber of Commerce. From 2020 to 2030, the projections are even higher, with estimated growth rate of 27.6% in the Austin region compared to projected 17% growth rate across Texas. Austin is among the best cities in the US to live or retire in 2020, according to News and World Report. Some more accolades for Austin. For the second consecutive year, Austin claimed the #1 spot as the US metropolitan area that offers technology professionals and tech businesses the most appealing combination of opportunity and livability. Austin is first city in the US and the fourth globally for semiconductor chip manufacturing foreign direct investment. Austin ranks #1 for growth, #5 for prosperity, and #9 for inclusion in Brookings Annual Metro Monitor Assessment. Austin, with 263 deals, garnered $2 billion in 2019, is one of the top 10 US metros for VC investment. Among the top 50 US metros, Austin is the most recovered from COVID-19 crisis and best positioned for robust employment growth. Austin tops all other metros for 2020 job growth. Austin is #1 destination for relocation and #3 for corporate moves. Elon Musk predicts that Texas will be the biggest boom town. Austin will be the biggest boom town that America has seen in the next 50 years. Tesla has already created 5,000 jobs and on track to create more. Samsung has announced they are building a mega chip factory near Austin that will be costing around $17 billion. And GDP of Austin is nearly 159 billion, according to FDI, and has grown over 88% in the last 10 years. This is a highlight of the city of Austin and our location of the parcels. The white circle at the bottom, that's the subject tract that we are buying. And you can see it's very close to major highways and major businesses, airport, etc. This is the aerial view. We are on the Thaxton Road and it's in an L-shaped and it's a well-positioned land parcel. This site is 15 miles from the Tesla Gigafactory and from downtown Austin. So we have a very good frontage on Thaxton Road. The city has plans to expand this road. So right now it's a 2-lane road, but in the future it will be 4 to 6-lane road. So it will become one of the major lanes, major roads. We have 388 feet of frontage on Thaxton Road. This site is 10 miles from Austin Airport, 13 miles from Google in Austin CBD, 15 miles from Tesla Gigafactory, 8 miles from Formula One racetrack, Circuit of the Americas, and 12 miles from the Oracle campus. This property is very near to the master plan community Goodnight Ranch. It's only minutes away from Highway 135 and Highway 183. This property has access to numerous schools and education institutions, and this is only 7 minutes from McKinney Falls State Park, which is a 640-acre state park in Austin.
So this is the investment opportunity, the South Austin Land Development. The utilities, there is a 6-inch water line conveying water along the west side of Thaxton Road. Electricity is available on the site. The business plan and timeline. Our plan is to get the entitlement and zoning done for the 21 acres as multifamily to build 300 to 350 Class A units, replat the parcels and sell to builder. It is expected to take about 12 to 18 months to complete the entitlement process.
This is the financial highlights. The cost, we anticipate it will cost us around $1 million to get the entitlement work done, closing cost, as well as holding cost for debt services and annual taxes. And we are projecting to sell the land for about 7.3 million, which is about 350,000 per acre after the entitlement. So the total profit would be around 2.5 million. We have a term sheet from a local bank for a 2-year interest-only loan, and we are getting 50% leveraged loan, and the target closing date is October 20th. So this is how the sample investment will look like. If you invest $100,000, the preferred return would be 10% for year 1 and 10% for year 2. And at the sale, there will be additional 40%. The pref return is accrued, so all the return, pref return and the sales proceeds will come together at the sale, and 100,000 would generate a $60,000 return for a total of 1.6x equity multiple. The fee structure is the sponsorship team would invest about 10%. We have a 1% acquisition fee, and there's a 3% marketing and development fee, which will be paid in 3 increments as we secure zoning, replatting, and sale. And the profits will be split 50-50, and this would be after the 10% pref is paid out. We will be sending you quarterly updates with the progress summary. There'll be no distributions as this is a land holding, and we would communicate and keep you updated on a frequent and regular basis. So this opportunity is SEC compliant, open to accredited or sophisticated investors with pre-existing relationship with one of the sponsors. You can review the deal on our portal, and the link is here. We will share this presentation with you after the webinar. You can create an investment profile in the portal. You can invest as an individual. If you have a business entity, you can invest with that. If you have a self-directed IRA, you can use that. If you have a trust or a solo 401k, you can use that as well. All the paperwork will be done electronically. You will e-sign the paperwork in the portal, and you don't need to print and hard sign anything. The funds are due before 10/15, and this is a 2 to 3 year holding period business plan.